All right, our next storyteller is Kathya Alexander. Let's find you, Miss Kathya. Kathya is a writer, actor, storyteller, and teaching artist. Her writing has appeared in Colors Northwest magazine, Arcana magazine, Raising Lily Ledbetter, and the Pitkin Review. She has won the Jack Straw Artist Support Program Award, Four Cultures Artist Projects Award, and the RAP Award, Youth Arts Award, and the City Artist Award from Seattle's Office of Arts and Culture. Her play, Homegoing, was chosen for residency at Hedgebrook Women's Writers Retreat, and her play, Back to My Roots, African American Tales from the Head and the Heart, won the Edinburgh Festival Fringe First Award in Edinburgh, Scotland for outstanding new production. Her collection of short stories, Angel in the Outhouse, is available on Amazon. Ms. Kathya.
Thank you. I think I'm unmuted, right? So my story is called In Bloom. Belle put her fingers on the ground. She breathed in the dark odor. The dirt under her hands then turned her nails a black color. She take the seeds out the bag where she then placed them with care. She pat the rich, dark gray dirt. Then she take a sniff of the air. The air smelled wet like the dirt, warm and moist like a mist. She take a handful of dirt and let it run through her fist. The sweat on her face dropped into the black earth. The soil looked like it's mixed with some oil, it's so dark. The dirt felt kind of gravelly, full of pebbles and grit. She rubbed the dirt on her fingers right down to the tips. She raised her hand so she can wipe a strand of hair from her eyes and try to remember when she last had her hands in the ground. She ran the memory in her mind, thinking back on that first day. That day the sun wasn't shining neither. It felt a lot like today, like the whole sky was heavy with the love in her heart. She was pregnant with Clyde then. That was when it first started, that she planted a flower bed for each one of the children she expecting. That time it was American Beauty roses. For Renee, she planted daisies. AD handed her the star flower. Then he get down on one knee. It reminded her of the first time that she told him that she was expecting. They was in a garden then too. She was just a scared young girl then. She kicked the ground with her shoe. Is you all right, AD say? It was the same thing he say to her when he find her out in the first garden. That first time, back then, when all she had was love in her heart. The sound of him walking up behind her would give her such a start. It was a game that they played to see if he could not scare her. When she had her hands in the dirt, she was almost so much in her head that she would jump near a foot whenever someone come up behind her. But it was mostly AD. He walked so soft on the ground then. I'm fine, AD, Belle, she say as she pushed the seeds in the bag over to AD with her foot. He lay a towel on the ground so that his pants don't get dirty. Sometime AD seemed to act so much more like a lady than Belle ever done. She liked the dirt on her knees, like the feeling that come over her when she feel her bones squeeze the soil beneath her skin. AD take his seeds out the box, but first he put on his gloves. He liked to keep his hands soft. Belle's hands full of calluses from cleaning white ladies' houses. AD is a janitor, but his hand's soft, while hers is not. That's okay. It's just another one of them things that make Belle marvel at how they've been together for all of these years. The sky growing darker, clouds is off in the distance, the sun going down, and they still is not through yet. They'll want to get these seeds planted while there's enough light left to see. She take another bag from the box, and he take one too. But then he look at Belle and he say, why we don't do this no more? Work in the garden together like we used to before. Then his voice trail off. He don't finish his thought. They'll finish it in her head before you tear apart my heart. A fat raindrop fall out the sky on her cheek. It mixed with her sweat. She opened her mouth up to speak. She mean to tell AD to hurry, but the words that come out is this. AD, I done loved you for so long that it hurt. I never meant to hurt you, Belle. Never meant a lot of things. I done learned to forgive. She grabbed a handful of seeds. I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I appreciate it just the same. Another raindrop fall into her hair, which is thick as a mane. We better get this job finished. It is starting to rain. AD say, you think the day will come when you will love me again like you used to love me before the bad things that come? She say, I done loved you enough to bear you 3 daughters and 6 sons. And now she pregnant again. She told AD today, as soon as he heard, he had suggested that they go get the seeds and plant the new flower bed for the baby. He had always connected a new pregnancy to them planting. They'll want to grow something beautiful, something that will last forever. They plant an alamander bush because it grows so tall and sturdy. She naming this baby after her daddy. Since his initials is AD, Belle decides she gonna name the baby Amanda Denise. She knows it's gonna be a girl, even though the doctor said that she couldn't. She always know the sex of her babies, had for all of her children. And she knows she gonna be beautiful, just like her pretty old daddy. She choose the flowers for the dreams that she had for the baby. So they planting blanket flowers, because Belle always wanted her to be warm. Belle reached down and pushed the wildflower seeds in the soil. She also plant forget-me-nots, because Belle want to always remember holding this last child to her breast and breathing the sweet smell of her skin. All the flowers they planting will come back year after year. The seeds will fall back down to the earth and will all bloom again. And she plants some blazing star, because that's what Belle wanted her daughter to be, a blazing star shining bright for the whole world to see. The rain falling steady now. It's coming down a little harder. They'll take out the last packet of seeds from the bag and she holds them in her hand. These ones is called Jacob's Ladder. She picked that one so the child will have a straight path to heaven. AD plant Jack in the pulpit because of him being a preacher. He also plant a knight in white satin because that's what he want to be to his daughter. Belle could have told him that there's no such a thing as a knight who gonna come to her rescue all shiny and bright. That's a white girl's fairy tale. Belle is showing that now. A colored woman got to know to expect some heartbreak and sorrow. We can be happy again even after all of this time, AD, he say to her. Belle keep her eyes to the ground. I don't expect happy, Belle, she finally say. All I want is for God to stop treating my heart like it's his plaything. But I know what I want don't make God one bit of difference. She hear a clap of thunder rolling from somewhere way off in the distance. She pat the last of the dirt onto the top of the flower bed. She tried to stand up, and AD, he hold out his hand. When he give her hand to him, he smiled just like a fool. Forgive. That's what God had told her to do. And she done tried to do that with every beat of her heart. Put all of her energy into keeping her family from falling apart. That was over 20 years ago. She done forgive, but not forget. But ain't no sense in holding on to the things that don't count. She look at AD and see that his face is all wet. Tears of happiness in his eyes for this baby the Lord give him. Belle ain't a crying kind of woman. She leave that to AD. They done got the dirt all dug up and planted wildflowers from seeds. All of a sudden the heavens open, rain fall down like a sheet. They run back to the house, both their clothes soaking wet. Belle grabbed 2 towels and hand one of them to her husband. She looked out the window at the work they done accomplished. The day looked like it's shining, even in spite of the rain. And the ground is opening its mouth as if saying, I received this water so that all of your dream flowers will grow. Whoever passed by this mound of earth from now on will be overcome by the colors of wild ginger and morning glory, and the fringed blue star and the violet blue-eyed Merri, the passion flower and mist flower, the blue hearts and butterfly pea. Planting these flowers have been a real blessing to me, Belle say to her husband. He look over and smile. I'm glad, he say. He reach out and cover her hand with his own. Belle, she sighed way deep down in her chest. As they walk slow together to the bedroom, Belle sing under her breath. Lord, I know I've been changed. Lord, I know I've been changed. Lord, I know I've been changed. The angels in heaven done sign my name. That's it.